The Samsung Galaxy Note 2 will be unveiled August 29. And another thing today, how good is Feedly, the RSS reader? Hi and welcome to another episode of my CARVLOG Show. Stefan Swartling here. Apparently Samsung has kept the secret about the Samsung Galaxy Note 2 quite good. Because all the images we have seen, leaked images, renders, is apparently fake. Someone has fantasized these renders and leaked them on the web. So we don't know how it will look, but we can imagine that it will look like the Galaxy S3 or something. A teaser video. Samsung has posted a teaser video, very short teaser video. We can't see anything in it, almost. We can see a new model of the stylus, the stylus, S Pen, and the teaser says that the device will be very small and light. That sounds very good, but earlier rumors have said that it will have a even bigger screen than the Note 1, so we will see how small the device can be then. But the rumor says also that the device should not be bigger anyways with a bigger screen, because they will fit the bigger screen in the same size of the device, and that is really great. And I must tell you that the Galaxy Note is actually a device I could consider owning, actually, because as you know, I sold my iPad and I have my iPhone and I have my MacBook Air 11-inch. I need a device between the 11-inch MacBook Air and my iPhone at the moment. And if I had the Galaxy Note instead, 5.5 or the new 5.7 inch maybe, then I don't have to have a tablet or the iPhone. I could only have the Galaxy Note and my 11-inch MacBook Air. It would be a really great combination, because the Galaxy Note fit in my jeans pocket. Not good, but in the back pocket it could fit quite good, but not in the front pocket. It looks really silly to have it in the front pocket. But in my back pocket of my jeans, the Galaxy Note fit. And I need a device that I can have with me everywhere I go, even on the toilet. And a 7-inch tablet or the iPad 9.7-inch tablet is too big to have always with you everywhere you go, as you can have with a phone. A phone you have with you everywhere where you go. So the Galaxy Note is a perfect device if you don't want to have a tablet. You have a combination there. You have the phone and the tablet in a same device, a phablet. And you can still have it with you as you have the iPhone, for example. I know many iPhone users say that they don't want big phones and so on, but I am an iPhone user and I really want a bigger phone, because I use my phones as a creating device to be productive with and create content and so on. I don't use my device to start a call or just for email and SMS. I use it for create content, blogging, video editing, music making, everything. So it will be really interesting to see August 29 how the Galaxy Note 2 will look, and so on, what specs it will have. But as I said in the video yesterday, what more can a phone change? Only design and specs. That's what will happen with the iPhone. That will happen with the Galaxy Note 2. Only new specs and new design. I don't know which time the event is with Samsung Galaxy Note 2. Samsung Unpacked, I think the event is called. I don't know which time it is. If I am home and have the time, I will try to follow the event and blog about it on Google+. So feel free to join the discussion on Google+ during the event. I don't know if I will, but if. Some days ago I said that I have switched back to RSS from using Twitter as a news source, because I didn't find a good Flipboard-like service for my Mac. So I switched back to RSS and using the incredible good RSS reader called Reader. And it's really, really great, so I have nothing to complain about. But a user on Google Plus tipped me about Feedly. I have used Feedly many years ago when it was new, the first early versions, and I liked it then. But I think Feedly could not be as good on my computer now. But I installed a Chrome extension with Feedly and testing it in Chrome. And I must say, it was really good, actually. It's like Flipboard on my Mac. Really good, with a lot of social features built in and so on. So that makes it much easier for me to be productive and sharing and so on. So I'm using Feedly at the moment on my Mac. But I don't like Feedly on the iPhone. It was terrible on the iPhone. So I use Reader on my iPhone and Feedly on my Mac. And they work really well together, actually. Reader on my iPhone and Feedly on my Mac. Because both uses Google Reader as a news source, news base. And when I'm reading post on my iPhone in Reader, they get marked as read in Feedly on my Mac, so, and vice versa. So if I read on the Feedly, it got marked in my Reader. So it works really great, that syncing between these two services, apps. So I like the combination, Feedly on my Mac and Reader on my iPhone. Really great. And one thing with Feedly though, on Mac, I would really like the developers to add buffer support. They have support for many services, but not buffer. And as I said many times before, I am an international user and I need to use a service like buffer. For example, if I tweet or post or share something on the morning or lunch or something here in Sweden, then all my followers on Twitter is asleep because they are from the US, almost all of them. So I need a service like Buffer. I can add a tweet to go out late afternoon here in Sweden, then it's early morning in the US, and that works really great. So because then all Swedes can read the tweet, see the tweet, and all the Americans can see the tweet. So to me, that is the best service in many years for me. Buffer is great. So I would like Feedly to support Buffer because I am from Sweden and I need it because my followers are from the US. A lot of my followers are from the US. videos. And I can think the same is here on YouTube. Many of my viewers are from the US. And I post my videos every evening here in Sweden. So both Swedes and the US can see my videos, find them, and it works great that too. So now I'm on my work again, so we have to quit this first part of the CARVLOG show. So see you later, bye. So back from work again, so we continue this episode of the CARVLOG show. Maxthon, a web browser most famous for Windows and replacing the Internet Explorer a lot of years ago. It has been released for Mac some weeks ago. It has been available for iPad for a while. And today, Maxthon, the web browser, was released for the iPhone too. And I tried it on my lunch break today, and it was actually really good. Comparable with the Chrome web browser from Google. Uses tabs and really fast, and can sync tabs, bookmarks, everything with your Mac and iPad. And also, if you have the Maxthon web browser on Windows, it can sync everything with Windows too. So it's really great, and it has a great feature called reader mode, and it takes away all ads and such, and makes the browser more full screen than if not using reader mode. So you can have that in settings that it will go to reader mode automatically, and that's really cool. A great feature. So I can highly recommend the Maxthon web browser for the iPhone. It's free, so no problem to try it. Try it if you like it. And if you're using Maxthon on iPad and your Mac or Windows too, then it's great to have it on your iPhone, because it syncs everything with all your other devices. And that's really great. Who will make the next Google Nexus Phone? Who will make that? Will it be Samsung again? Or will it be Motorola? Or what do you think? Which manufacturer will make the next Google Nexus Phone? Or will it be made a lot of different Nexus phones? So it will be made from different manufacturers this time, so you have some phones to choose from. What do you think? Personally, I don't want a phone from Samsung. It's a personal thing. I don't like Samsung because they are copycats, but I would like to see a phone from Asus, the ones that make the Nexus 7. And I want the phone to be designed like the Nexus 7 too. It would be really cool. A Nexus 7 tablet and a Nexus phone that looks the same, with the same design. It would be really cool. I hope Google and Asus are working on that. Some leaks today. Specs from a Samsung phone. Some user says that will be the next Nexus phone from Samsung, and I don't believe that, and I really don't hope so, because it's a mid-end phone, only dual-core CPU, for example. So I don't think that will be the only Nexus phone, if that's true. Then it will be multi-Nexus phones. So it will be interesting to see which manufacturer will do the next Nexus phone, or if there will be many different manufacturers. Really interesting. I saw a video on YouTube I will link to the video below in the description text, that tested a new USB flash drive from Sandisk Extreme 64 GB, and it was really impressive. It's a USB 3.0 flash drive, and the speed was almost as fast as the SSD drive in my MacBook Air 11-inch. Almost as fast. A USB flash drive. Really cool, and it's not so expensive. So when I buy the latest MacBook Air 11-inch in September, that has USB 3.0 support, then I will buy this USB flash drive too, because then I can finally extend my SSD drive with more space with a simple thing as a flash drive. It's really great because, for example, when I'm recording video, as I do now, then I transfer these videos from my iPhone to my MacBook Air, and I have used a small portable USB drive now, only USB 2.0 until now, but it's so much hassle to have a USB portal drive with you in your bag too, and a long cable and so on. It's a lot easier to have a really small flash drive, 64 GB, with that is a lot faster than a USB hard drive. So that will be really great for me, because then I can have all my Final Cut Pro projects and so on my flash drive. That will be amazing. So I can recommend you to check out the Sandisk Extreme. It's really great, really fast. So check that video out and go buy it. I recommend it. Really great. If you have a USB 3.0 computer that supports USB 3.0, that is. And maybe it's not as fast on Windows machine, I don't know. But on MacBook Air, it's really fast. And another thing about storage, I had a discussion on Google Plus a bit about, I fantasize about the next iPhone will support both USB 3.0 and Thunderbolt in the new small dock connector. And also support storage, file storage on the phone as a USB flash drive. That would be really awesomely cool. That means that if I buy a 64 GB iPhone next time, I could use all that space that I don't use as an extension to my MacBook Air 11-inch SSD drive. And it will be almost as fast or as fast as my SSD drive. So that would be awesome, because I always have my iPhone with me, only connected with a new dock connector cable, and I have extra storage from my iPhone. Really cool. But of course that's only my dream, my fantasy. But if Apple could do that, add support for USB 3.0 or Thunderbolt on the iPhone, the next iPhone, then we can use it as external storage extension for our Macs. Really cool. So that will probably never happen, I don't think so, but I think that the new iPhone will support USB 3.0. That I'm sure about, but use a phone as a storage, it doesn't seem that Apple does want us to do that for some reason. It would be really cool to, for example, this video that I record now, just plug in the iPhone and use it in Final Cut Pro directly from my phone instead of have to transfer it to my MacBook Air, if you know what I mean. That would be really cool. Think about it. Just plug the cable into your MacBook Air and use the file directly from the iPhone after I have recorded it. It's really great. The same thing with our photos and so on. Just use it directly. I think that's amazing, but apparently Apple doesn't think that, and I don't know why. What can happen? I mean, if I record this in 720p instead of 1080p, I usually do that with my car vlogs, then around 10 minutes is around 1 gigabyte in size, and it takes some time to transfer that to my MacBook Air. If I only could plug the cable in and use the file directly where it is stored on my iPhone in Final Cut Pro without transfer it, I mean, I would save a lot of time doing that. And my time is precious because I work all day at my work, and when I come home, I will eat some dinner with my wife, and meanwhile, eating dinner, I transfer the file to my MacBook Air, and when I'm finished eating, then it's ready to start edit it. And I could have a lot more time start editing it and so on, and directly instead of waiting for all that transfer time. I will save a lot of my precious time. It's too bad that Apple doesn't do these kind of things. It would make their devices even better. I mean, an iPhone that supports USB 3.0 that you can use as expansion to your MacBook storage. I mean, the SSD, yeah? It will be really, really great. But as I said, probably not. It will not happen. I'm sure of that. Too bad. Okay, so now I'm soon home again. So we have to quit this episode of my CARVLOG show. As I said many times, please start subscribing to me. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I need more subscribers. And please like this video. Give it a thumbs up, please. And add some comments below what you think about it. I love interaction and I always reply. So please do that. Okay, bye.